Kristen Velia.
And I'm Arlene Bernarte
From Bachelor of Elementary Education. We are here to demonstrate about nouns. Before we proceed, let us all stand up for a prayer and feel the essence of our God. In the name of the Father, the Son, of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Almighty Father, we praise you and thank you for this day. Watch over us as we go about work and studies. Help us in any way so that we may become the children that you wanted us to be. Amen. Father, the Son, of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Good morning, class! How are you today? Wow, it seems that your day was so good. Okay, now, is everyone present today? Okay. Alright, Judita is the only one who are absent for this day. Keep it up, class! And now, before we proceed to our recap, I have here a classroom management. So, all you need to do is to follow these rules. Alright. This is our classroom management. And I am expected you to follow these rules and this management. Okay, it was simple and it was for the word nouns. It stands for and no shouting. It means that if you want to answer or you are in your chair, you should not shout. And of course, if I will discuss here in front of you, you should not what? Shout. Okay, very one mic, one speaker at any given moment. What does it mean? It means that if I'm talking here in front of you, you should not do chorus. Or if you want to answer, you should not do chorus with your classmates. Understood? Okay, very good. You use kind words, tone, or voice. It means if I will say hello, good morning, you should respond good morning to, or hi, or if you want to go outside, you should say may I pass, or excuse me, or should I say if you want to, you should say thank you. Okay, that's all. So and stands for no running inside. So if you want to be okay, so again, and no running inside. So in this class, I should not allow my okay. S, show respect to teachers and peers. If you want to be respected with your peers, your classmates, and your teachers, you should first respect yourself. Understood? Okay, that's all, and I am expecting from you that you will follow these rules. So, let's do our recap. So, who can raise your hand that you probably what's that? What was the last topic that we had yesterday? Okay, just raise your hand if you want to answer. Don't answer in chorus, okay? Yes? Lini? Okay, we're talking writing proper sentences. Very good. What else? Okay, Joshua? Good thinking. Good thinking. Very good. Thank you. Thank you for answering. So we have been talk about yesterday about how to write proper sentences. Okay, so I want you to test your understanding if you really understand our topic yesterday. So can you please give me a simple example of simple sentences? Yes? Yes, Angelo. Okay. Ronnie runs fast. Very good. That was one example of simple sentences. Are we clear, class? Okay, now. So for our first activity, teacher Clear introduced to you of how
So once again, good morning class. I am teacher Claire. So our first activity is called Guess the Game. You have to do is to choose a game or sport that you like. Write a nouns related to this. So are you ready? Okay, so start doing your activity. Okay. After that, I will choose a game sport that that you mostly like. So I have here a cards, swimming, chess, Chinese garter, tumbang preso. So now I will call a student to present her or his work. So somebody can.
me, ma'am.
Okay, Christine.
So I write tin can, sleepers, the what's this called? Yung tagabantay po, ma'am.
Okay, so based on the noun that you write, so what kind of game sport is that?
Tombang priso, ma'am.
Very good, Tombang. So, all of you did a great job in participating in the activity. Let's all clap our hands. Class, do you love listening stories? Okay, so now Teacher Vilya will tell you a story about honesty.
Teacher Claire said that I'm going to tell a story. So she said also that it also about honesty. So what would you know about the word honesty? Yes, just raise your hand. Don't hesitate to answer if you have idea. Okay, Sheena? Yes, almost. Okay, Jethro. Okay? Yes? I hear you're murmuring there. Okay, it's all about telling the truth. Okay, so are you class find a word here in our classroom, the word honesty? Do you see a word in this room, the word honesty? Wow, that was great! You're all keen observer class. So do you notice that this word honesty was always present in elementary classroom? Yes, that was right because it shows the word that you should tell what you should tell you should tell a truth or you need to say the truth inside the question. You should not lie. Okay, in this given picture two, I want you to guess what was our title of the story. What was the title of the story? Okay. Yes? I heard someone talking at the back. Yes? Okay, Jennifer. Good thinking. Just almost there. You said fireman. Okay, just. Yes, Jethro again. Okay. Very good. So, the story we're gonna talk about. It's all about the honest woodman. Why the honest woodman? So, let's do the storytelling. Once, a poor woodman named Kaloy went to the forest, which was on the side of a deep river. He was working all day long, and he was tired. Suddenly, he slipped to his hand and fell into the river. So what do you think the poor woodman felt when his axe fell into the river? Okay, so what do you think would a poor woodman, with the word woodman, what do you think would he do in his living? Okay, very good. He was cutting wood. He was cutting wood. Okay. Now he reacted. Oh, I have lost my axe. Oh, that was sad. I have nothing to use to earn my living. What shall I do? The river is deep, and I'm afraid to dive into it. So class, who do you think would help the poor woodman? Okay, let's continue our story. Faye, a good fairy, a good fairy who heard the poor man's praise. And he said, "What's the matter, poor woodman? Why are you so sad?" So who can guess? Who can guess what would the fairy do? What would the fairy do to help Kalai or the poor woodman? Okay, let's continue. Kaloi told her what happened, and Faye promised to help him. She dived into the deep river and brought out a golden axe. When she brought the golden axe, she asked the Kalai, "Is it yours?" "No, that's not mine," answered Kaloi. Faye again dived into the water and now brought out a silver axe. "Is it yours?" "No," answered Kaloi for the second time. So for the third time, Faye dived into the river and now brought the golden axe that had slipped from Kaloi's hand. "Yes, that's mine. Now I can work again." the Lois act, they give him a reward, which was, what do you think would be the reward, or what do you think would the fairy would give the poor woodman? Okay, very good. You're listening well. It was the two axes, which was the silver axe and the golden axe. Because of the act of honesty, she was telling the truth, and he was given multiple kinds of axes, which was the silver axe and the golden axe. Okay, what do you think would be the moral, or what would be the moral that you can get in this story? Because we're talking about honesty. So if you want to have this kind of rewards that the poor woman had, then you should tell the truth. You should not tell lies. Okay, that was all. Thank you for listening. So, okay, so how do you find the story? Yes, it was good. How about Alexa? Fantastic. Okay, what else? Jennifer? Okay, again, Jennifer? Okay, very good. That was right. In this story, you can get a moral lessons in which you can use. So, for the next activity, for the second activity, I mean, Teacher Claire will give you again the instructions of how this activity works.
Okay, for our second activity, it's called common and proper. So what to do is to pick uncommon or proper nouns in this box. To complete these 10 sentences. Okay, start your activity. Okay, are you finished? No? Okay, so I think you are start doing your activity. So let's start to answer these 10 sentences. Okay, number 1. My pet is. What is the answer? Okay, very good. Cat. Number 2. This is my blank. Her name is. Okay. This is my brand. Her name is Sarah. 3. I like to eat
Pizza.
food. Number 4. I play the
Computer.
what?
Computer, ma'am.
No. Number 5. There are 4 blank that are blank.
There are 4 chairs
chairs.
and at our table.
Very good. Number 6. The blank smells so good. The blank.
The flowers smell so good in the
Smells so good.
garden.
Garden.
Yay!
7. Your blank is tall. What noun? Starts with letter B.
Brother.
Number 8. Nina's birthday is in
March.
March. Number 9. Henry plays game on his
Computer.
Number 10. Last number. Jacob is taking a plane to
California.
Okay, so I guess all of you got the correct answer.
Ma'am, how can we identify if the noun is common or proper?
Okay, very good question. So that is Teacher Vilya will discuss to you about the two different noun, the common and the proper noun. So class, do you know about nouns? All of the use of these nouns. Here are the definition of nouns and how are we going to use it. So nouns use as the subject what is being talked about in the sentence. For example, in this sentence, my pet is cat. The noun or the subject of this sentence is cat. Okay, do you understand? Then are words that name people, places, things, and animals. So, people, things, places, and animals. So all of these are nouns. Then a word used to identify any of a class of people, places, or things, common noun, or to name a particular one of these proper noun. So teacher Vilya will discuss you the different nouns, the common proper nouns, and how are these nouns different in each other.
So, Cass, Teacher Claire said a while ago that there are two different kinds of nouns, the proper and common nouns. So, I'm gonna discuss what was the difference between these two, the common and the proper noun. Okay, let's start with common noun. Common noun. So, common noun, we give a definition. It was okay. Common noun and the definition in front of you are names of people and things in general. So it means, or in other words, common nouns are used to name people, place, things, animals, events in general. So name any person, place, things, or idea. They are not capitalized unless they come at the beginning of a sentence. What does it say? That it was not capitalized. The common noun was not capitalized unless if they come to the beginning of a sentence. So I have here an example of common noun. This is the common noun. Common noun, we usually use it every day. So we have here animal, a cat.
common noun. A man, common noun. Furniture, a common noun. A boy, common noun. A house is a common noun. Flower is common noun. Fruit is common noun. And animals is common noun. Understood? What was common noun again? It was or used name, place, animal, things, events in general. Always remember that it is used to name in general. That was common noun. Okay, how about the proper noun? So proper noun, can you see it? Okay, proper noun. The given definition, it was proper noun, the given definition, are the names of a particular person, place, or thing. And proper nouns should be capitalized. So proper noun class was used to name a specific person, things, animals, and events. So, in other words, example of proper noun. So the proper noun here is kalay, and the common is boy. Why? The common noun is boy because the noun used to name, it used to name what? It used to name generally. So if we name it specifically and kaloy, it was called a proper noun. Do you understand? So we have here another example of river. So the proper noun was enchanted river. Car, so the brand of car, Honda, that was the proper noun. Doctor, Dr. Pama. Province, Surigao del Sur. Chocolate bar, Toblerone. Okay, I have here another example of proper nouns. Proper nouns, because it used to name specifically, here are the names: Martin, Lucia, Sylvia, and Manuel. So another thing was proper and couple noun has this different in terms of capitalization. So proper noun is capitalized. However, it was opposite with the common noun. It was not capitalized. So when we can capitalize common noun if they come at the beginning of a sentence. For example, we can call this a common noun. Okay, transfer here. So for example, teachers. Okay, again. Teachers show children how to read books. So, the word noun teachers here, what do you call this noun? Teacher. Yes, this is a common noun. But why does it is capitalized? That it said here that it was not capitalized because we use teachers at the beginning of the sentence. That is why this is called common noun, even though it was capitalized, because it begins in the beginning of a sentence. Did you understand what my point is?
So, okay. So what again? What is the noun again? So the noun is a name of person, place, things, animals, and events. Very good. So what are the two kinds of nouns that we discussed this day? Yes, clear.
Common noun and proper noun.
Okay, very good. You listened well to our discussion. So, what is common noun? So, common noun are used to name, place, things, animals, and events in
General.
general. Very good. So, how about proper noun? So, proper noun are used to name specifically what? Specifically to place, things, animals, and events. Okay. How can we or when the proper noun begins with? So it begins with
Capitalize.
capitalize or capitalization. Okay. So the difference between these two is the common noun is not capitalized unless they come at the beginning of a sentence, and proper noun is capitalized. Not capitalized, capitalized. Okay, very good. So now for this next activity, so it was called colorful event. Why colorful event? Because you will tell stories through drawing about the occupation of the people living in your community. So all you have to do is to pull out your art materials and you should color it. So below we have here a rubric. So teacher Claire will discuss how your artwork should be graded. Okay, just wait. Teacher Claire will. Okay, here. Okay. So listen to teacher carefully.
Go. So here are criteria for our activity. So attractiveness or craftsmanship, time and effort, image quality. 4. The artwork shows the creator took a great pride in his her work. The drawing was well planned, the item is neat. 3. The artwork shows the creator took pride in his her work. Drawing looked planned, the item is neat. 2. Drawing and coloring are planned, the item has several lobes. Time and effort. 4. Time was used wisely, much time and effort has made. 3. Use time wisely, his her could put in more time and effort. 2. Time was not used wisely. Image quality. 4. The color shows good combination and it represents the original colors of art. 3. The color shows harmony. 2. The colors are not balanced and is not represents